Each decision, action, and preference we experience comprise our personal identity and define who we are as individuals.
I think that society is split down the middle in a lot of ways. I think the second part of society, the part that I don't really identify with in any way, still has a lot of barriers. A lot of people who will very probably not go out of their way to change the way they refer to me.
Like with something like this, it's definitely you can't not say that it's not noticeable.
We go about our everyday lives, often unaware of how we may affect those around us or even the way society regards us. In this story of identity, we follow the journey of two different individuals. Abby, who was born with a physical disability, and Spencer, who decided for himself to change different characteristics of his physical body and mental health. Despite the fact that they have different struggles and dynamic features that comprise their identity, both Abby and Spencer share one unique bond that they believe defines who they are. This is Abby.
What a wonderful world.
At 2 years old, she was diagnosed with Charcot-Marie-Tooth disease, also known as CMT.
Rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also...
It's a muscular dystrophy disease that affects various parts of her physical body. Abby suffers from muscle weakness and loss of sensation in her hands, legs, and has slight hearing loss.
One of the biggest things that people probably don't realize about having a disability, especially for me, is that things tend to take a lot longer than they do for other people. So my morning routine takes probably a half hour to an hour longer.
Although CMT has limited her mobility, she's aided by leg braces and a wheelchair.
Getting my braces on, that probably takes an extra 3 minutes, which doesn't seem like a lot, but in the morning it is a lot, especially when most people can just slip them on. I can't really wear cute shoes, and when I do, I have to wear them without the braces, which means that I can't really walk anywhere. Converse are really the only shoes that people my age wear that fit my braces. People with my form of muscular dystrophy, it's very common for them to get foot deformities. And so the braces are kind of preventing that, so making sure that they're in the right position so that I don't have to get surgery later in life.
Ableism is the set of beliefs or practices that devalue and discriminate against people with physical, intellectual, and/or psychiatric disabilities. This discrimination has unfortunately been interwoven into our culture.
Last year, there was a situation where, because I was a freshman last year, and so the elevator at the CAF was broken for 12 days. So that was really bad, and I called about it 4 times. So I was I don't really know what to do. So it was a little bit frustrating because I lost a significant amount of money because of that. So normally I would be fine, I'm used to small inconveniences, but I was hey, can I get some compensation for that? Because I calculated it and I would have lost probably $400 to $500 with just the amount of meals that I couldn't get. When things happen, I'm pretty flexible, But just when it's something that drastic, for like 12 days that it was broken, I was like, hey, can you like help me out? Because that was kind of a lot. They gave me like $50, which was nice, but I was like, yeah, like it's fine. Like, kind of just got to let things roll off. Because if I got mad about everything that's difficult, I'd just be mad all the time. I have this one memory, I think it was in Trader Joe's or something with my mom, and I think I was probably around like elementary school age, but I was like sitting in the front of the cart and I wasn't walking, like, you know, where like small children sit. And I was like obviously too old to be sitting in that, but you know, I wasn't gonna like walk. So, and this guy like came up to me and my mom and asked my mom and said, what's wrong with her? And my mom says, oh, she has a form of muscular dystrophy, actually. And he was like, oh, I thought they had a cure for that. And he was like, no, I'm like sure that there was a cure for that. It's always interesting when people think they know more about like your disability than you do. And just the fact that he was only talking to my mom when I clearly was of the age when I could have understood, I definitely understood what he was saying. So that happens a lot too. When you take the time to get to know people with a disability, it's just like anybody else. And when you get close to people, you realize like how many more aspects of their identity that there are. Not to downplay the fact that disability is a huge part of the identity, but it shouldn't be the only thing that people see